Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video on the little Mk1 Astra SR. In the last video we pretty much give up and thought we weren't going to get it running. I weren't very happy with that, so I decided to put some more oil down the bores, even put a bit of diesel down the bore in the end to get it past the rings and what have you. And now we've got it turning over freely, so we're going to go up there. We're going to put a new fuel pump on. We've got fresh fuel. We're going to try and get it running. I know all of you went in on me on the comments. I'm not a quitter. I'm not leaving it. So we're doing it. So I'm going to go over there and I'll show you what we've got up to. I stashed it in my mate's workshop. 2 jerry cans full of fuel. What we're going to do is we're going to put 5 litres in the tank, and then we'll check the fuel filter. If we get rust water coming up here, then we'll stop and won't bother, but we're going to disconnect this and then put it into a jerry can anyway. My mate found a Volkswagen earth lead, so we've attached that and we'll keep that on there now because the other one was knackered. Battery's in, charged. What I've done is I put, if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see that I put a little sneak peek up. I put some diesel down the bores. My mate said if we put oil in, it won't get past the rings and stuff. So I put some diesel in now, left it overnight. I took all the rocker cover off, poured loads of oil over everything. And next morning we tried it, spinning over freely, puffing loads out of the bores. So all looking good. What we're going to do now, because I know I'm going to have to fill the lifters back up, is we're going to connect a rope. We're going to go down the road, not down the road, but on the farm. We're going to tow it, put it in second or third gear, let the engine spin over. We haven't put any fuel in it. We're just going to let it spin over and hopefully try and build up a bit of revolutions on the engine, get some oil pressure up there, hopefully get all the oils fresh, new, everything's all right in there. And hopefully we can get something moving, some of them lifters filling up with a bit of oil, and hopefully we can get these valves moving how they should do. So we're going to drag this out now, and we're going to go and try and tow it. So I'm going to move this out of the way, we'll push this out, and we're going to go tow this down the farm, and hopefully we can get that engine spinning over fast enough to fill them lifters up and get a bit of oil up in there. And then when we get back, then we can put some fuel in and we can try. Well, we'll turn it over anyway and see if it sounds like it's got compression. If it has, then we know the lifters are filled up and done what they're supposed to do. So let's get this out. I'll cut back in a bit. Right, so what I ended up doing is I got one of my trade plates and I put it on the back, and we ended up taking it out on the road. We towed it. I put it in second gear. And we towed it for ages. We've done a few laps in it, trying to get it, made some funky sounds, but we're trying to get the lifters to get oil up, get oil into it. We didn't put fuel in, like I said, so we just left it and we was towing it. We've done a few laps round, and it started making different noises, if that makes sense. We've definitely got oil now coming up to the engine. Let me turn you around and show you. Right, let's move this strap out of the way. So, we've got loads of oil up, pumping around in there. The engine physically got warm. Everything's still connected as it should be. What we ended up doing before we put fuel in, we managed to get a bit up the filter. The filter's now all wet. It's a bit crappy in now. But we wasn't trying to start it. I've just used a bit of start your bastard, and we was trying to see if we can get it to fire. It's still not firing, and we've come to the conclusion now that the lifters have sort of shut themselves, because the speed that this is spinning over still, it's like the lifters aren't doing nothing. Let me grab my, I still haven't put the ignition on. Let me grab my universal Vauxhall key, and I'll try and spin it over. 1 second, I tell you what, I can't do all this one-handed and that, so I'll grab my mate, get him to spin it over, and I'll film it and show you. Go on, turn it over, Dave. Right, massive improvement in the speed. That'll do, mate. Massive improvement in the speed, but you can clearly tell the valves ain't opening. So the lifters, they're basically not got any balls in them to push the valves whatsoever. If this was a push rod, obviously it'd be fine, but it's not with them lifters in. They're definitely knackered. I'm going to get him to spin it over. We towed this for ages. Go on, Dave, see when he spits out. Oh, yeah. Stop. It's going everywhere. So, as you can see, we got loads coming up. We dragged it for ages, plenty of time for it to get oil pressure, oil back up. And as you can see, oil is up 100%. It's pumping out like a good one now. The engine actually got up to a reasonable temperature as well, so it's going to thin the oil, and the oil's got round everywhere that it should do. Oil pressure gauge working fine on the dash. So we've got the oil up. If the lifters ain't filling up, they're just not going to push the valves. So it needs new lifters, and then you can go forward from now. But I have made my mind up. I have gave it the last crack of the whip, gave it a good old go. We know what it is now, which is fine. It's not a problem, but I don't want to plough any more money into this. I have made my mind up. It's going to go on eBay, as it is. But I just didn't want to give up. In the last video, I was like, sod it, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then I got a bee in my bonnet, and yous lot went in on me on the comments and all, which is fair cop. But now I do know that that's all it is. It doesn't bother me so much. It's not so bad. So it is. It's not a minor thing, but do you know what I mean? It's not the end of the world to get them lifters sorted out on this. But where do you draw the line? I've made my mind up. It is going. I have got a hell of a lot on, and I've got a lot of other things planned and coming up as well. I know all you Vauxhall bods love it, but I've got to be sensible, I've got to be realistic, and I've still got to pay the bills. So that is what is happening. It is definitely going up on eBay now. I'm going to get that put up as soon as I can. But yeah, I'm glad what we've sussed out what's what. Everything's all in order, cam belt's fine, the bottom pulley's pulling, the cam's turning, everything's fine on it. We've got a spark. I just wanted to try, I was just hoping that if we could get the revolutions up enough, we might be able to force the lifters to sort of take on a bit of oil and sort of start working. But the amount of the distance that I towed this in second gear, third gear, and we even slowed down, done first, second and third, and trying to get the revolutions of the engine up, that would have put oil in them, and there's oil up there. So they've let go. You know, they could have been the original ones from new. So they definitely need sorting out. That is 100%. And I don't really want to carry on spending money just to get the engine running. If I could have got this going and I could have done the bodywork and sold it as a rolling resto as such, do you know what I mean? But I would have done the welding and the bodywork in the end and done it that way round. But I got to draw the line somewhere. So that's what's happening. I gave it a fair crack and a whip. We've gave it another go, and I don't want to spend any more money on it. I know it's going to upset some of you, but that is life. Unfortunately, you just got to know where to draw the line and when do you stop. Before any of you go, take the lifters out, squeeze them, put them in oil, soak them and all of that. Yes, I could do all of that. I haven't got time to do that. I'm not a mechanic, as you all know. I've then got to pay my mate to do all of that. And if you're going to go to all that effort, why not just put brand new ones in? So then it leaves me in a predicament where I've got to pay for him to sort that, pay for new lifters, then chuck it in, then cross our fingers and hope that we can get it running, which I think we will be able to be fair. They're fairly basic engines. But it's more and more money, and you go forward from now. and I've got a lot of things to do and to get on with. And in all fairness, like I said a million times, I've got to be realistic. I need to get the Cosy in. I need to get the Renault sorted. I've caught up with my other jobs that I had to do. My plans are, as soon as I can get the Cosy on the ramp, going to make a video on that, get all the rear main oil seal done and all the other bits. And if whatever comes first, I also haven't fully inspected the paint and everything on the Cosy, so I will drag it out, give it a full-on deep clean, and do a full a paint inspection and go around it. And in fact, I'll probably film it with you lot actually, to show you. We'll wash it properly, decontaminate everything, go around, do a proper paint inspection. I can note down, work out exactly what I've got to do and where I've got to go forward from there with the Cosy. I'm already a week or two behind with what my plans were. The Renault is coming out. I need to get a week on that, or half a week at least. I need to start making progress with that. I've managed to catch up with a few things, and I've got a few cars nearly ready for sale, and I've sold a couple already. So yeah, we're getting there. I know this is upsetting some of you, but I'm sorry. I gave it another go, and this is what is happening. So we're going to wrap it up there. And yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry it's been a bit of a boring video and there ain't been no action. This was on the fly, so if it was running, game on, you know, you would have seen everything. But we towed it, we tried everything, so yeah. Unfortunately, it's how life pans out sometimes. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone. And if you ain't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one. Stay safe and be lucky.